Hey everyone, James Reeves, TFBTV here in Austria, the home of the AUG. Huge AUG fan, also a huge AR-15 fan. I'm here with my buddy, Benny. Benny is Austrian Special Forces, or retired Austrian Special Forces. He has a lot of trigger time on both guns, not only in a training role, but actually being deployed. The topic of today's video is the AUG versus the AR-15. No one gives a shit about what I think. They want to know what you think. Very vague, very general question, Benny, but which one is better and why?
It's depending on the mission and on the purpose.
If you can only take one, what's it going to be?
Frankly, it would be the AR platform.
That's actually kind of surprising. We are in Austria, and you're saying that you like the AR better.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's more modular. I mean, the AUG is great. You have a great platform. You have a very long barrel on a short overall length. But from my point of view, I would still go with the AR because you can scale it better down to your purpose and your mission.
Okay, and is that very important for you whenever you're deployed, when you're downrange?
From my point of view, yes, because I want to have the system built to my body.
And it's easier to do that with the AR-15 versus the AUG.
Sure. The other point is, I mean, now we have a great AUG here with rails from Corvus, and they're great, but you just have 5 centimeters where you can put your foregrip, for instance, or just like space like this for your light. And on this guy, you have tons of space and you can do basically whatever you want.
But let's talk about shooting performance between the two. Which one's better to shoot?
The good point about the AUG, like I said, is the very long barrel, so you can shoot very, very good groups on a longer distance instead of a 10.5-inch AR system.
True, because I mean, let's go ahead and let's compare sizes with each other here.
Yeah.
And you're talking about, this is what, like a 16-inch barrel? What's in this one?
That's a 10.5, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a difference.
Yeah, for sure. So you have a lot more barrel and a more compact package. You get better velocity, better performance, ballistic performance out of the AUG while being about the same size as like a Mark 18.
Yes. However, getting to the trigger point, this point goes to the AR.
Way better trigger?
Yeah.
How important is a good trigger?
From my point of view, it's very important because if you're capable of pushing the system to their limits, at one point, the trigger is a limit. So if you're faster than the trigger is...
I totally understand what you're saying. It limits the potential of what you can do with the trigger in the AUG. Do you use any aftermarket trigger in the AUG, or all of your AUGs just the factory?
I tested the Carvatec trigger.
How's that?
You're faster with it.
Definitely. Oh, really? Yeah. It makes a big difference?
Yeah, not a slight difference, but there is a difference, and I didn't had too much time with it, but there was a difference.
What about reliability? Was the AUG, was it always reliable for you?
It's reliable. It's depending on the year when it gets delivered. That's just the information I got from friends and comrades.
But you never had a problem with it?
I also had some problems, yeah.
Oh, but interesting. Let's hear about it. No, tell me about it. What happened?
For one thing, if you have a very well-used AUG, so talking about more than 30,000 rounds, you can get a slight...
crack?
A crack,
Yeah.
Right here on the top, and then...
Right at the seam, right?
Yeah, right at the seam.
Meets.
And then you will feel it once you're engaging. You feel the gas.
That's wild. Yeah. I've actually never heard of that before.
Yeah, but like I said, you have to have tons.
It's got to be really, 30,000 rounds is a whole lot, especially for an AUG. What else? Are there any other issues you ran into with it?
Yeah, second thing, you can run into some problems with the bolt carrier group at the AUG or with the AUG, but it's again above several thousand rounds.
Okay, like 30,000.
Yeah, so 25,000, whatever, but a lot of rounds.
Yeah, just for purposes of the audience, it's like when they think several thousand in the US, they think, oh, that's like 5,000 or 6,000.
No,
we're talking a lot.
Above 20, 25.
Right.
It's this guy. This guy can also have a crack if it's very overused.
Okay.
And then you can test it or feel it. Put some oil here and put them together, and then you see if the oil is soaking or not. And you can also feel like a crack. This one is good, but that's how you can test it. It's very reliable against an AR, because I know stories about those guns, and after 10,000 rounds, they're done.
Oh, the ARs?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that the AUG might even be more durable. I mean, these are going 30,000 rounds and they have like some minor problems, but 10,000 rounds, you're done with most AR-15s.
Depending on the brand, but
sure, yeah, of course. Talk to me about manipulation. Which one's easier to manipulate?
Definitely
Not even close.
No.
Okay, yeah, and that's another point.
First point, sorry for interrupting.
No, please.
Engaging the safety. I have to do it with my trigger finger. So that's time. Here I can do it with my thumb.
Mag changes.
I have to use my support hand. Get the mag out. Also, there is nothing on the front. Have to get back, new mag in, bolt catch, and have to get back into my support hand position.
In the United States, everybody says, oh, bullpups, they're so shitty because of how slow the mag changes. Is it really that much slower in the AUG? Because I find with practice, it's really not terribly difficult.
I mean, it's slower for sure, but you can get a high standard. It's training for sure. But it will be always slower in getting the first round off and make changes. Yeah, another point is if you have a double feed or some other issues, I think it's also easier to manipulate with the AR. But okay, that's a fair point. It depends on the feed itself, because it's cool to have the charging handle in front, so I can just get rid of this guy and see what's happening. Here I have to get back to the charging handle. Let's give it a 50-50, depending on the feed.
Depending on the type of malfunction, because it's really cool is with a double feed with the AUG. When I went to Steyr's AUG Academy in the US, they showed me how to clear a double feed just by taking the barrel out and smacking it.
Yeah, that's also possible.
Double feed malfunction. This time the rounds, there's not one in the chamber and one trying to get in the chamber. They're both stuck on the feed ramps trying to get in the chamber. So as we lock the bolt back and we rip the magazine out, the bullets are still stuck there. Now normally with an AR, this is where we start poking and prodding and coming in through here, and maybe somebody pulls out a knife and tries to, but on the AUG what we're going to do is what it's stuck on is the chamber. So we're going to remove the chamber from the gun and get them to drop out of the gun, and then magazine back in, slap, gun ready.
That's awesome. CQB Manipulation, like
this guy, 100%.
Are you kidding me? Because a lot of people, they're like, oh, the AUG, it's so compact.
Yeah, it's compact, but just going high ready or something, it's not very economic.
Why do you say that?
Because
it's not comfortable?
Yeah, it's not comfortable. You can't drive it very good.
So it's the AR-15 all day for that. Yes. And what about...
And also having a laser and flashlight and getting to all those parts, it's easier with the AR.
A lot of people make an argument about the AUG being bad because if you have to go offhand and you have the chamber right here and it's extracting right in your face, is that true?
Yeah, but now we have those guys. And
that fixes the problem. Yeah, I really like those. So all in all, I guess what we could say about this, Benny, is that the AUG, it's a good platform.
Yes.
It's accurate.
Yes.
It has good velocity, especially considering how small you can get it, because it's a bullpup design. You've got more barrel in a smaller package. But you like the AR-15 better for a lot of good reasons.
Yes.
More modular, easier to handle, more ergonomic.
More lightweight in most cases.
Oh, that's true.
Because this guy is heavy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I see where you're coming from. I'm surprised, though. I thought for sure you were going to be like AUG all day. Now, did you get to deploy with both? Did you get to use both?
Yes.
Okay, but the AUG, probably a lot more common for Austrian military.
Yes, and that's the name, AUG. It means Army Universal Rifle. And that's great. So for the normal Army, it's a great platform. But for something special, you have to go with this guy.
Benny, do you love the AUG?
It's a love and hate.
Love, hate?
Yeah.
It's love,
it's
hate.
Both, yeah.
Well, it's funny, and I'm glad to hear it because, of course, as an American, for us, the AR-15, this is like, you know, our rifle, this is like our AUG. So it is kind of cool. I know that there are going to be a lot of my viewers out there who are going to be like, oh, dude, awesome. Even the Austrian dudes like the AR-15's better. So Benny, you're the man. You're a good friend of mine. It's always an honor to be able to visit you. This is the first time really we've gotten you to speak on tfbtv. So this is a treat for me.
After years.
Yeah, after years.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing this. And guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care.